What up guys, Ryan here from Mud Gunner. Today it is National 308 Day, so go get yourself to 308. It's also International Women's Day, so ladies, go get yourself a Scar 17. That's probably one of my favorite 308s. But yeah, it's March 8th, so I figured it's 308 Day. Why not show off some 308s? I got a few here, and yeah, let's start off. So the first one, we got a Spanish model 1916. It's actually stamped M16 on the barrel, which is kind of funny, but this is a Spanish Mauser chambered in 308. And it's pretty cool. I've never actually shot this gun. I've had it for a few years now. And yeah, it's just a very cool Mauser chambered in 308. And from what I know, they're supposed to shoot low pressure 308, so I can't shoot any modern stuff, or I gotta just find some low pressure stuff. But yeah, cool rifle. And I like milsurp stuff just as much as I like milsurp stuff, not as much as new stuff, but I like collecting it too because it does look cool and there's some history behind it. But yeah, so Spanish Mauser chambered in 308. And then if we're gonna go other bolt gun, this is my modern bolt gun. This is a GA Precision Gladius. I've never showed this on the YouTube channel yet because I don't have it set up. I need a scope for it, but scopes are kind of pricey. So this is one that I'm still working on. So again, it's a GA Precision Gladius. It's built off of a Remington 700 action. And it's a pretty famous rifle. If you guys know who Chris Kyle was, this was his civilian rifle that he chose. Mine's got an Atlas bipod on there. And then as far as scopes goes, I would like to at some point get a Night Force attacker for it, the 5 to 25 by 56. And that's way more scope than I need, but I think it would really match this gun. And I like collecting guns, but I also like shooting guns, so I would like to get a little bit more into long range over time. Just the current shooting spots I have don't really go past 200-300 yards. So not there yet, but I will be there at some point. But this is the bolt gun that I would like to use. It's a super sweet setup. It's got a Surefire muzzle device, and I really want to find the Surefire can for this because it doesn't take a standard Surefire can. But yeah, this thing is beautiful and it's a beefy rifle. I'm really excited to shoot it. Just need to get a scope on there. If I ever upgrade the scope on this, I might put this on here for now. But yeah, we'll just see what comes in first. So yeah, GA Precision Gladius. And then this one's actually my most recent 308. This is a FAL and this is made by DSA. But what's interesting about this one is it's an Israeli parts kit. So this is their Hebrew Warhammer and it's pretty sick. It's got Hebrew writing on the side, so actually all the American markings in the English is on the inside of the receiver right here, so I thought that was kind of cool how they did that. But yeah, this is called the Hebrew Warhammer, which is pretty crazy. I haven't shot it yet, but I would like to shoot it here soon. I only have one mag for it, so I need to step up my game on magazines. But these are pretty iconic. Another cool one to get would be an FN one, but the FNs are very expensive. So this was what I was able to do, but I'm really happy with it. It looks amazing and I'm sure it shoots great, but I just got to get it out to the range. Next up was my very first 308, believe it or not. I bought this, gosh, maybe 2015, 2016. So this is a SIG 716 and this is a Gen 1 Precision. So the 716 is their 308. Originally they were all piston driven. So if you said you had a SIG 716, it was a piston driven 308 rifle. Their modern ones are DI. I think they still do pistons here and there, but I just haven't seen any. Their Gen 2 Precision is pretty cool. It's a 16-inch barrel. It's flat dark earth. But yeah, this is the Gen 1 Precision. It's an 18-inch barrel. Furthest I've shot this out so far is 600 yards, but it definitely has the potential to do further. I just haven't had a chance yet. What's cool with these is they shipped factory with a Magpul PRS stock, with a Geisley trigger, and with a Harris bipod. So this gun is stock except for my Magpul grip here. And then the Night Force, I was originally running a Vortex Viper on here. That's how I bought it, came set up with that. But yeah, this thing is a beautiful rifle. It shoots extremely nice and I love it. It's very heavy, but I don't mind the weight and it's kind of meant to be a bench rifle. But super sick rifle. This is back when SIG made cool 308s. Honestly, aside from their MCX Spear, I don't like their modern 716s. The quality does not feel the same as this one. So yeah, I think they should step up their game and not work on that stupid ranch rifle they just came out with. Ooh, that was a diss, but I didn't like that ranch rifle. Let me know what you guys thought. I thought that was kind of ugly, and I'm sure some people need it, but yeah, the standard MCX is the beautiful one, and I have the MCX Virtus and the Rattler. This right here is my absolute favorite 308. So this is a Scar 17. I've had this on the channel many times. I bought this bone stock, and I've been decking it out over the years. As far as how it's set up, we got a Trijicon ACOG. This is the TA11. It's the green horseshoe reticle. It's 3.5 by 35. The 3.5 power gives you better eye relief, so I could be back here versus right here on some of the other ones. So the TA11 is very nice. I also have an offset RMR now. I put that on sometime last year, but it works good. So you have magnification, you turn the gun and you have a red dot, and I have it zeroed for closer range. My rail is a KDG MREX rail. This is their 6.5 inch. This is the first gen as far as I know. And I like it. It allows me to push my bipod out further. This is a Harris bipod. Then I have a Tango Down M-Lock grip. I have a Cloud Defensive Hog, and then I have a Silencer Coat Omega. As far as the only thing that I might change on this at some point, I might put a Huxworks Flow 7.62 can on here, because when you run the suppress, it does have a lot more gas pressure. And I don't have the Mototech gas block on here, or the gas piston setup. So Mototech makes a very cool adjustable piston that has a lot more adjustments than the factory one. This only has 2. I think the Mototech is like 10 or even more. So I'd like to get one of those at some point, but for now, this is how I run it. And I've had the Silencer Go Omega on here since 2018, and it runs good. And then I also have a Geisley trigger, and then I have a Viking Tactic sling. So if I had to pick one 308 out of everything, it's gotta be this gun. I love this gun to death, and it's been one of my dream setups since I was a kid, so I'm just loving how it's set up. And I mean, for a 308, if you don't put all this other stuff on here, it's just as heavy as a basic AR, so they're not too bad, but the way I have this set up, I really like it. And it's even fun to run without the suppressor. Without the suppressor, it makes it a little bit more balanced. But yeah, that is my favorite 308. This is another cool one. This is kind of a clone though. So this is a Century Arms Set-Me. I can't reach the mag release. This is a Century Arms Set-Me 308. So it's a clone of the HK91. Gosh, that was stiff. It is a clone of the HK91, and the HK is the real deal. It's also called the G3, but this definitely looks the part. I haven't shot this gun either yet. There's some guns that I just haven't shot yet. I try to shoot as much as I can, but I shoot most of my modern stuff more, so I shoot these two the most. But this is another one. It's kind of a placeholder until I get an HK, but they're very expensive, so these you can normally find for under $1,000. Still a cool rifle. It definitely fits the vibe, and it looks good on the wall. And then the final one is probably the most rare one that I have. This is a Knights Armament SR25 from 1993. I am currently waiting on the suppressor for it. It's a serial number matching suppressor. I did the paperwork in November for it, so we'll see how soon that gets here. But yeah, SR25, I got a Leopold Mark IV on here. This is an 8.5 to 25 by 50. I'm looking for a 3.5 to 10 by 40. I have the URX rail on here. I have the Knights Armament bipod adapter, and then a Harris bipod. And then it's got a PRS stock. So the stock and the rail are not the original ones, but I have the original rail, and then I don't have the original stock yet. But I do have the old school aluminum waffle pattern mags, so these are pretty cool. I also have the modern Knights Armament SR25 mags, but yeah, I haven't shot this gun yet. I'm kind of waiting till I get the can, but it's probably not going to get a lot of rounds to it because it is very rare. I would like to get a more modern one to shoot. I also have the Knights Armament bubble level. But yeah, I hope everyone had an amazing 308 day. Let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite 308? Comment down below, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you guys for watching.